Red bleeding. He had colonoscopy 1 week ago, I think, with 15 millimeter pedonculated left colon polyp. We are entering now the rectum. I see some red blood coming here. I just will inspect the beginning of the rectum to be sure there's nothing else bleeding. So this is our rectum. We don't have anything here, so I think the bleeding is coming from the upper part. I will just switch to the TXE mode. So the bleeding is coming from this upper part. We will advance gently until we found the source of bleeding. I still don't found the polyp described before, but we have still some blood here. So we'll advance gently and we'll sure found this polyp. And this is our polyp. So this is the bleeding polyp with a large stalk. I'm sure that I will find a big vessel here that I'm just seeing it now, this under. So we have two options here. The fastest one is polypectomy, so we have to deal with the bleeding that will occur surely after resection. So we have the choice on the loop, but I don't think it's available today. Or we can put a clip on the base here. I think I will use a 20 millimeter clip. I won't do injection. So this is our lesion. I will inspect it. We'll put some water. We have a nice bead pattern here, regular one. So in all cases, I think it's a nice 2, connect 2A. I just try to see the other part. So sure, we decide to do simple polypectomy. I won't inject anything. I just have to decide a clip before or after resection. So the advantage of the clip is less bleeding if we can catch the vessel, but I don't have a big stalk here, so maybe it will disturb me. If I put the clip, then I won't have enough space to do my polypectomy. So I think I will go to the directly to the polypectomy. Maybe I will inject some blue. Ouais, anti-injection, injection. عندك واحدة صغيرة سيروم فيها. So I will inject some blue. And why I will do it? Because I will better see the vessel when I have the blue on the basis of the submucosa. We can even try to take حريش النايف حريش هاتشي انت اعطيني 11 20 ترى 11 20 اعطيني 11 20 I will just try to catch my polyp with the snare 20 millimeter snare and try to see if I have a good catching with the snare and decide. Of course, we can discuss an ESD. The advantage will be zero bleeding because we will control the vessel before cutting. حطوا البلاكة حط. So we will put some water to do it. C'est en fille, hein? You see with the immersion technique, we see the polyp with his stalk. So as we said, it will sure be bleeding. هاتين البستوري بجنب هاتين. الكليب حاضرين ال 20 وال 16 بجنبك ها. كوا جراس عندك زاد. So before cutting, I will set up my ERB device. I will use undercut Q effect 2 and I set up coagulation for soft coag for the coag rasper. حل كل حل. So this is my snare out. So I will try to catch the base of the polyp. I will do this just little movement. سكر لي شوية. Stop, stop, stop. سكر شوية. Stop. سكر شوية. So this is the polyp. We captured all the polyp here. We see all the loop. So I will just do some coagulation before. And it was cut with coagulation, I think. So the polyp is here. I will just try to bring it out. I don't have any bleeding now, but I will bring it out and then come back to حل شوية ترى. حل 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 حل. سكر شوية. سكر سكر خرجه. مش غادي استنى شوية. بدأ سكره. شديته. شده. So I will bring it out. I have no bleeding, but I will be back for the scare and to inspect this big vessel we see it before. سكره. We are near the scare now. We're just before the transverse column, and it's just here. So we really take the base. I have to check for vessel there. I'm sure to have a vessel here, as there was a lot of bleeding, and I see the vessel there at 11 o'clock position. So what I will do, I will just go to the NVA to see it better. كوغ كحلة وين هي؟ So I see the vessel now, it's I think at 7 o'clock position. I will just try to expose all the scare in the cap like this, and have just to have the look of all the scare here. And I think the vessel is just there at I think at 11 o'clock position. So now we have to catch this vessel there. Hello. I think we will catch it like this. سكرة بشوية مش بيبصير هي بشوية هونك. هلا سكرة حل سكرة. I will just pull it back a little bit. I will catch the water. هلا سكرة. هلا سكرة. هلا سكرة. هلا سكرة. أعطيني 16 clip 16. So I will close the defect now with 2 clips. Just have to have the best placement for the clips. So I will try to change my position. Maybe if I put the lesion at 5 o'clock position, it will be better. It won't be easy, but you try to catch it like this. And you see clearly we have no vessel now in the base. Hello. مش مغادي. سكر شوية ترى. سكر. So first clip deployed. هات واحدة أخرى. We'll put another one just before it. Hello. Just below the first one, I will try to make a closer of the lower part. سكر ترى. سكر برا. I think we catch all the base. We can put another one, but لا non, c'est bon, c'est bon. It will be enough. Ouais, c'est bon, هذا فايق. So what, if we resume what we have done, we have the option between clipping before snaring or snaring then clipping. On NBA we see a vessel on the stalk, so I choose the first option, snaring then clipping. So we close the snare, the 20 millimeter snare at the base of the polyp. I make the closure at the final closure alone, and I use it not the undercut cue, but the coagulation, the soft coagulation, effect 4, and I applied some tension on the snare so that the coagulation was done and the cutting was mechanical one. So that's why I think we didn't have any bleeding. And then we extracted the polyp and we come back to coagulate the base and finally to put some clips. We needed only 2 clips. We could have bleeding, but in all cases it's the same. We will go for even clipping or coagulation. I prefer using my coag rasper before. So this is أنا هحط لي البوليب مسطرة هنا. So now we will just inspect the lower part. So there's nothing in the rectum. Some hemorrhoids here. And I will now just take a look at my polyp. So maybe there is a nice 2C here, and a nice, no, not 2C, but connect 2C here, just in the middle of the screen. But we don't see it before. خلي خلي. So we see the polyp from here. حط لي بالطول شلون مسطرة مسطرة مسطرة. هذوك من سنتيمتر هنا ترى. حطها بالطول. So with the stalk we have a 3 centimeter I think 1, 2, 3 and maybe 2 centimeter polyp. حط العرضة. And we have 1.8 maybe 2 centimeter large. C'est bon, c'est bon. And we see clearly here the margin of the resection. We have قيس لي الباز نتاعو ترى. And we have I think almost 1 centimeter the length of the stalk. So this is a regular pattern here, but in the upper part, this is what looks like on the regular pattern here. This is regular one, but below عملوا هيك حط ايقوي فيكساسيون مش بتحركش حط في البازة. So this is a regular pattern there. At 5 o'clock it's okay, but at the middle of the screen, this is a connect to see. We see the little vessel there, regular one, especially the one just in the middle of the screen. Ah, c'est bon.